and welcome to Simple Spirituality PH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall light worker. Now, before we dive into today's video, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button over there. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Alrighty, so before anything else, I would like to announce also that every Tuesdays and Wednesdays on my Instagram at SimpleSpiritualityPH, on Tuesdays, we have free health Reiki. So if you or anyone you know needs or wants to have Reiki done, just follow the instructions over there and I will personally send out free health Reiki to them. And on Wednesdays, our one question, one card reading is 50% off. So just go to at SimpleSpiritualityPH and explore the options. So yes, and every day we have a card reading. Also, we have a donation button down below. And that is the only avenue wherein you can donate or send in money or anything like that. If you enjoy these videos, if you enjoy these requests that I make and you would like to make a donation, you're not required, of course, but I would greatly appreciate it. So yes, I do have a link down below, and that is the only link, and you are not required to do so, only if you want to support these readings, you know. Anyway, let's get to the main event, which is, so this video is actually going to be a little long, so it's a mix of a reading. That was really painful. It's a mix of a reading and a little bit of an update. So maybe we can start with the update side so we can have like the full reading later on. So in terms of the update, my friends and I have a group of beautiful, amazing, phenomenal women who love BTS. And we call ourselves the BTS support group because they're all in the military now and we're all supporting each other now that they're there. So yes, and we all appreciate them. We love their music, and our friendship is really based off of BTS. So I'm really thankful to BTS for you know, getting me with these girlies, with these beautiful women, with these amazing, phenomenal women who have the same love for the music. And so we went to the Korean Cultural Center for the Philippines because currently they have a free exhibit. It is the Endless Landscapes digitally reimagined artwork. So it's artwork that is immersive. So here in the Philippines, it's a free exhibit, and it was actually very interesting. The day before we were all supposed to go, I looked at the Instagram announcements of the Korean Cultural Center of the Philippines, and it said there that the Endless Landscapes exhibit was temporarily closed. And we were so shocked because that was the reason why we were going to the Korean Cultural Center in the first place. And so we told ourselves, should we go, should we not go? We ended up deciding on going still because we had already planned this. And we wanted to see what other things or what other attractions or whatever offerings the Korean Cultural Center had. So we still decided to go. Now, on the day that we were meeting each other, on the day that we met to go to the Korean Cultural Center, they posted on their Instagram that it was already up and running again. So for those of you who know, I am actually a Catholic. I actually have a scapular on me at all times of the day. Like, I never take this off. So I am Catholic, but I also am a spiritualist. So my faith is very much influenced by spirituality and Catholicism combined. Now, all my other friends in this group, there are 5 of us. All of us are very deep in our faith. You know, they have their own faith. I think most of them are Christians. I am Catholic. And so we were all praying that night that we hope that we have a great time, even though the the exhibit that we wanted to see is closed. We were really praying, and I was really manifesting to have a good time. I was praying and manifesting to have a good time, and lo and behold, it was answered the next day. Like, we were able to go there, we were able to enjoy ourselves. We actually had at one point we had the entire exhibit all to ourselves, and that was so amazing. And this is just a testimony actually to how you can manifest in the blink of an eye, especially if you have faith. Now the thing is, oh, by the way, they're felling a tree, so you'll hear those sounds. So when it comes to manifesting, that faith component is extremely important. Whether you're religious or not, faith is basically the belief that it's going to happen for you. It is the belief of something being fulfilled without you having evidence of it already. And again, whether you're Catholic or not, whether you're Christian or not, whatever your religion or your religious beliefs may be, or even if you don't really follow a certain religion, if you don't enjoy religion at all, you need to have that faith component when it comes to manifesting. I think people who are very deep in their religious activities, in their religiousness basically, are great manifestors because they already have a semblance of what it's like to have that faith. They know what it is to have faith. They know what faith is because they experience it in prayer. But again, if you're not religious, you just need to have that faith component. You need to know that whatever you're manifesting is already there. It's already on the way. That is what faith is. So manifesting got us there. Our prayers got us there. Combined prayers and manifesting got us there. We were able to go. And the funny thing is, the day after we went, they closed the exhibit again. And so it was like, wow. Day before it was closed. On the day we went, it was open. Day after, it was closing in. Talk about manifesting. But I digress. Here are some of the videos so you can see what it was like, what we enjoyed at the Korean Cultural Center. So yes, all of that and more. And we couldn't believe that it was free, because here's something, it was a really fun thing to do. Like, a lot of people don't know about it, but it was fun. It was very educational. It was beautiful, by the way, and it was free. We had an amazing time. So anyways, now's the part where we go to the reading. I know y'all have been waiting for that. Alright, so the deck that we're going to be using today is the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce. Now, Kat Pierce is also a musician, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did an unboxing of this. If I did, I will leave it linked up there for you to check out. But it's a great deck, you'll see later on. Now, before anything, we have to say this. We're reading energy. We're not reading facts, like palpable facts, but we are reading energy, which means it can change right after the reading. It cannot change. The card that we receive for today's reading might not be the card for the reading again later. You know, it can always change. As long as it's energetic, it's subject to change, and energy isn't everything, so everything is subject to change. All right, now that we've got that down pat, we are going to be reading The Friendship of Hanni and Minji from NewJeans. So this is a requested video. Now, I did not research Hanni and Minji. I do listen to NewJeans, but I did not research their friendship, which again, I really like that. I like doing readings that I have no knowledge about, you know, not really no knowledge, but like readings that I didn't do any research on, particularly because it's much easier to be neutral about it, you know what I mean? But in any, even if I do have emotions towards it, like let's say for example a reading about BTS, right, because I love BTS, or reading about SHINee, which I haven't done yet. I should start a series on SHINee as well. Anyways, so even if I do enjoy that it to that extent, I am able to practice that sort of neutrality. It's just much easier for me to read without prior knowledge of it. So anyways, let's go to the reading. I did already shuffle the cards, and this is the card that came out for us. It is the Five of Wands upright. And notice that off the bat, there are two leopards in the picture. So very much, sorry, I just have to say this. You might think that like, you might think something about this. My nails are yellow because I was actually chopping turmeric earlier on. For those of you who don't know, I'm a chef. So I often get food stains, like food that actually does stain even after several washes. This will probably come out tomorrow, so yeah. Anyways, turmeric, very good for you. So yeah, off the bat, we already have two leopards in the picture. And I don't know if you can see, but it says competition, debate, defense. So right here it says competition, debate, defense. Now, the preliminary energy that I'm getting for the two of them, for their friendship particularly, is that there is a sense of competition. It is what the card says. There is a sense of competition, there is a sense of debate, and there is a sense of defensiveness. Defensiveness meaning like trying to preserve your own, okay? So in this context, I feel that Hanni and Minji both know that they've got it, you know, that they're both very talented women, that they have what it takes to succeed in this business. And so far they have been succeeding, right? As NewJeans, definitely they have been succeeding, and they have been taking the world, the K-pop world, not just the K-pop world, even beyond the K-pop world, by storm. Right? They are very talented. They know they're the it girls. They know that they've got that talent. Now, there is a sense of competition in there because, well, generally I think this is normal in a group context to have a little bit of a competition. It's kind of like, how do I liken? Like sibling rivalry, you know? It's a bit of friendly competition that allows you to grow and progress as you grow older and older, and as you kind of like, what's the word for it? As you expand as a group, as you expand in this dynamic with each other, or in this case, this dynamic with each other, not just the both of them, but with the members as well. I do see that one of them is more serious about it than the other, and the message that I'm getting that it's Hanni at this moment. It's Hanni. So one of them treats this like something that's very serious, in a sense that she knows, perhaps it's Hanni, she knows that this will really make a big improvement in terms of what she's going for. Maybe she wants to grow really big and have her own solo album in the future, you know what I mean? And for Minji, for her, it's very much at a playful state where let's see how far my abilities go. Let's take it to the limit. Let's push this to the limit, and let's see where my talents get me. Let's see how much more I can do. But without really having that sort of goal in mind, but rather just to enjoy it. So for Hanni, at the moment, because energy always changes, at the moment she sees this as an opportunity to improve herself, greatly improve herself, her talents, and to boost her career forward. for Minji, it's very much like, oh, it's going to be something that I will enjoy. I'm going to enjoy this entire process, you know. I'm going to expand my talents, and I'm going to see how much further my talents can take me. How much more can I improve on myself? How much better can I get as a person, as a performer, as a member of NewJeans? Now, in terms of their friendship, in terms of their dynamic, I can sense that at the moment they're at a place where they're learning a lot from each other. It seems like they enjoy bouncing ideas off each other, if that makes sense. Like, they'll run ideas with each other and they'll get feedback from it and really like, give advice, that's the word, give advice to each other after they've projected their ideas, you know. It also seems like it's a place of a lot of growth for them. And I think this is very common. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the world of K-pop, especially if you are the kind of group that trains together, lives together, breathes, eats, sleeps, breathes with each other, you know, on a daily basis, this is most of the time unavoidable. That you're really, it's like you're tossed into the same soil and you grow from the same soil. You are growing as individuals, but at the same time influenced by each other. So I will not be surprised if, let's say for example, in the future they'll have songs, they'll have albums, like solo albums of each other. I won't be surprised if they sound similar, you know, that sort of thing. Or I won't be surprised if they are both hit singles. If both Hanni and Minji release solo albums and have hit singles, I won't be surprised, because they're cut from the same cloth. They grew from the same soil. They have the same values, and they foster each other in that same way. There are a lot of similarities from growing up and growing old together. I can also see that one of them is more strong-willed than the other. The other one is more towards a feeling kind of person. It's Minji that's more the feeling kind of person. Hanni is very much, I'm getting the sense, Hanni is very much like, she's very strong-willed, but she knows that that's her strong suit. Like, she uses that advantage. She uses her strong-willedness to her advantage in making the right decisions for her, in pursuing the things that she wants. When it comes to Minji, I feel that she uses mostly her feelings in order to decide. So she decides according to what feels good, what feels better, what her gut feel is telling her, you know. But at the same time, it's very interesting because, again, they're cut from the same cloth. They have a lot of similarities. So it might be like, for example, they might be, how do I say this? Let's take a concrete example. Let's say that for example they're deciding where to eat. Hanni will probably say, "Oh, I think this is better because it's closer to us. It's more practical to go there." Minji might say the same thing. Minji might choose the same restaurant, but to her it just feels good. That kind of thing, you know? They're both going towards the same goal, but they're taking different routes to go there, you know? That's actually one thing that we have to be reminded of, just a little segue. Just because we don't feel that it's right, or just because we don't think that it's right, doesn't make it wrong. You know, there are several ways to get to the same destination. That is why we have GPS, so that we can figure out all the different ways to get there. It's the same thing with manifesting, with spirituality, with your goals, with your desires. There are several ways to get to where you want to be, to what you want to achieve, to what you want to manifest, what you want to have in your life. And these two are the same thing. They know that they can get to the same destination, which is success. They can get to the same destination, but use different ways to get there. For Hanni, it's through her strong-willedness, you know, mostly mental capabilities, mental capacities. For Minji, it's usually the feeling place, what feels good, what her gut feel is telling her at that point in time, all right? Now, I also see that their relationship there's a lot of love at the base of it. Like, they are sisters who love each other in the same way that BTS are brothers, in the same way that SHINee are brothers, you know. They are sisters who are really, really there for each other. Their relationship is based off of love. Their relationship has a lot of love there because they have the same experiences from being in the same group. They've trained the same way. They can influence each other in a similar context, you know? They have more or less similar goals, which I think one shared goal, of course, is success, you know? And to be like the great K-pop idol, that the greatest K-pop idol that idol that they can be for themselves, you know. So this relationship is based off of love. It's based off of mutual growth, and now also I'm starting to I'm getting the message that they are starting to get into that place where they can easily communicate to each other. There's a lot to be said between each other, even if you do spend like 24/7 with each other. They are in a position where they're more mature than before, and now they can actually have a discourse with each other. Now they can actually talk openly and freely and much more maturely than they used to when they first started out. They have learned so much from each other, and they're still learning about each other, but this communication is very much supported with love. It's very much supported with mutual respect. It's very much supported in a sense that we come from, again, we're cut from the same cloth. We come from the same ground. Let's foster this relationship. Let's have let's have more amazing experiences. Let's influence each other in a better way. Let's help each other to grow as we become successful, as we become better artists, as we become better idols for each other, for us, you know, doing it for ourselves and doing it for our fans as well. So I'm seeing that is the place where they are right now. There's still a lot of growth there. Like, there's a lot of potential there because they're still young, right? They still have a lot more experiences to go through and a lot more songs to sing, plenty of endeavors to explore as well. But for now, they're keeping still in a sense of they're observing, they're seeing what opportunity is up next, and they're also fostering their relationship, you know, keeping each other at that point where they still are able to allow each other to grow. They can still contribute to each other's growth, you know. To me, actually, this is a very exciting card because there's so much potential for each of them as individuals, as individual artists. But at the same time, it's also like there's so much potential for them as a group as well, coming from NewJeans, you know, like they can release so much material, but at the same time, they can also be their own idols. Like, they can, if they decided to have a solo career, they would be successful. I can see the two stars here. Both of them have it. There's an equality there. Sorry. My words are all over the place today. But yes, so there's an equality factor there, meaning that if they decide to, again, go on their own, do solo careers, then it would still be successful. Again, they're cut from the same cloth, so they would have the same quality of stardom. They're going to show that same quality of stardom. They're going to be their own K-pop idols if they do decide to do that. But yes, in terms of friendship, it's built on love. It's built on mutual respect. It's also built on mutual influence. It's built on a lot of communication. It's years of communication and many more years of communication because, again, they're still young and there's so much in potential. So much in potential. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know if you have a dog or a cat, but usually this happens with dogs. If you dangle their toys in front of them and they're just waiting, and then when you go give the go signal, suddenly they'll pounce, or like they'll attack the toy, they'll finally get the toy. I think cats do that as well. So it's kind of like they're like that at this stage. Very exciting to see what comes next. And this relationship is super dynamic. And that's it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. as always, every Tuesday is free Health Reiki Tuesday. Just go to @SimpleSpiritualityPH for that. Every Wednesday, our one question, one card reading is 50% off. Again, go to @SimpleSpiritualityPH for that. And we also have a donation button below. So if you like what you see, if you like these readings, you would like to support me financially, not really support me financially, but if you would like to give a donation, that will be very much appreciated. There's only one link to do that. It's down below. So I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it very much. And yes, ciao for now.